All right. Good morning, everybody. How was everybody this morning? Good. All right. Who here has heard about Michael's stores? Okay. All right. In fact, we actually have one store down the street from here, about 3.5 miles. We have great deals today. We have a 40% off coupon. And what's that? Good. That's good. So you can shop in the app, online, or in the store.
Is this an accelerate coupon?
Yes. Yeah. Actually, we have a lot of coupons today, but this 40% is just for you guys. So just a overview of people that don't know what Michael's is. We have about 1,250 stores in North America, Canada, and US. And last year, we did $5.3 billion in sales. We're a public company. We're the largest arts and craft retailer in North America. And we own different brands, Michael's, Consumer Craft, Aaron Brothers as well. So I'm going to talk about our customer-facing Michael's mobile app, which internally we also call as Connected Retail. And a quick stat, a few stats on it. We are on App Store on Android as well as Apple. We have about 8 million downloads on total downloads across 2 platforms. More than half of these customers have opted in to receive push notifications from us. So very engaging app. On an average, customers spend about 3.5 minutes per session. So whenever they open up the app, they are engaged in that session for about 3.5 minutes. We have about 2 million active monthly users, and we are rated 4.8 on the App Store and then 4.6 on Google Play Store. And the app is built on Kony platform. So I'm going to talk a little bit about why we call it Connected Retail, what is Connected Retail, and how does this help our customers engage with the brand and also be able to shop at Michael's. So we call it Connected Retail primarily for a couple of reasons. One is we use this app, or we see this app as an in-store or at-home shopping companion. So customers can actually connect with a brand, connect with Michael's, look for products, find reviews, find if the product they're looking for is in their nearest store, or can also look for coupons and special offers that we have going on at the moment in the store, online, as well as engage with our brand for events and promotion that are happening in the store. This also provides the backend for our team member platform, where team members can actually access the same information that customers access. One of the challenges that we always see in the store is customers will come and ask, hey, I'm looking for this product, and where is the product? Or can you tell me between product A and product B, which one is better product? Now, our team members don't have access to, or did not have access before this platform came out, do not have access to reviews, ratings, and what other customers are talking about that product. So now the team members are empowered to use these ratings and reviews and educate our customers saying, okay, this product is better than this product for this reason. Now, customer challenges. In our stores are, they're not tiny, but they're not as big as like Home Depot. But the amount of products we carry in one store is tremendous. We have about 60,000 products in our box. Now, our boxes are about medium size. So it's very hard for customers to go in the store, find where those items are. And that's one of the primary challenges we're trying to solve with this Connected Retail platform. Now, this also solves other use cases where if a product is not available in a store, we want customers to be able to see, okay, if the store down the street from me does not carry it, which is the closest store to me where I can go and pick that item up. So that's one use case. Other use case is we have so many promotions going on in the store, it's sometimes hard to keep track. So we empower our customers to look at coupons, promotions, anywhere, anytime. We have also a lot of store events that happen in the store where we set up classes for kids to come and learn, and a lot of these are free classes. So they also have this information available in their pocket anytime. I want to highlight a couple of features that are available in the app. Wayfinding. So like I said earlier, we have a lot of products in a very small space or in medium-sized space. So what we did was we enabled product location or product locator. What that does is it's a culmination of a lot of back-end work with a lot of front-end work where we connect items location at the eye level to a store layout in a map view, and customers can now see, okay, this product, this particular planner is in aisle 5, and it's kind of shows you a map view where they can see, okay, here's the entrance, here's that aisle, and I can go and find that product very easily. We also have search, text, image, voice, and barcode search. I'm going to talk a little bit more about each of those. And then later on, Bill will geek out on the voice search, which is which has natural language processing and a lot of cool backend. On the image search, a lot of times our customers, they view at a particular item and they say, okay, I want to buy this item, but I don't really know if there are similar items that you sell in the store, or sometimes they go look at a wreath and they say, okay, I want to buy this kind of wreath, but they don't know exactly what to look for. So we make it easier for them. They can actually just snap a picture, and we, on the back end, run an algorithm where we can say, okay, here's the wreath that we carry, and here are other wreaths that look just like that, and then here are different ways to make these wreaths yourself if you choose to do so. So we show them product as well as projects that they can actually follow directions and say, okay, here's how you build that wreath. A lot of times customers are at home and they say, I'm out of something. They might not have the whole product, they might have packaging, and that packaging has barcode. So now they have ability to scan the barcode and see if that item is available in the closest store and in which aisle is that item located. So that's the connected retail experience. Our customers are also very value driven. So we have a rewards program at Michaels, and our customers are very passionate about arts and crafts and love rewards programs, and also love using coupons. So we made it very easy for them. We created a coupons drawer we put their barcode for rewards as well as all the coupons stacked into one. So what it does is when they walk up to the store, they they pick the items that they want from the store. They go to the point of sale system, and then they scan all these items together. So your rewards card, your coupons, and then boom, you have them quickly go through that checkout process. We also recommend products based on customer's profile. So if somebody likes shopping canvases and they like a particular kind of canvas, we would recommend them similar canvases or things that go with canvases that other people also buy. By the way, the app is available to everybody, so if you don't have Michael's app, I encourage you to go to App Store of your preference and download it. It's pretty cool. This is how the app looks like. There's initially, because we redesigned this app, we had an old version of the app, we set up a screen where we walk them through the new experience so that customers can understand, okay, here's how things are placed. And we put the coupons, the scissor icon top, front, and center so they can look at it, they can access it. It's so easy for them. This is the customer journey for finding projects that they would like to do. So like I was telling earlier, we have a lot of projects available where it shows not only how long it takes for somebody to do a project, but also the level of skill needed. So it could be a beginner, intermediate, or advanced. So we highlight that. And then as they go through it, we make it very convenient for them to buy products that are needed to build that project. So it's the whole connected retail experience where we inspire them, we also help them buy those products from us. And then they can also see where that product is in that store and if we have it in stock or not. Same thing for products. As they're browsing the products in the app, they can see where those products are. They can actually tap on the aisle and see, relative to their store of choice, where that is in what aisle. We also have a pretty cool My List functionality where we make it very convenient for our customers to add items to their list. And as they go through the list, they can actually now see, okay, if that item is available in that store or not, and then what aisle is that item available in. This is the search screen. As you type in what you're looking for, we show you, right up front, where those items are, if those items are in stock or not, and then where to find it in that store. And then as customers are browsing through products, if something's out of stock, we put a button where we say, okay, we don't have it in the store, but you can check nearby stores, you can drive to that store and get it from there. And then this is the rewards and coupons journey. So as you can see, everything is placed in one, we call it the coupons drawer. So when they tap that scissors icon up top right, they look at this view where the rewards card is up top, then they have the coupons. And one of the pain points that we heard from our team members was it takes a lot of time for our team members to scan a rewards card. Sometimes they don't have it, then they have to look it up by phone number. Then what happens is they might not carry all the coupons, so they actually go on the website to search for a coupon. So now this streamlines that whole process a lot. One of the things I want to share with you guys is we were trying to make it so simple for our customers that we had a pretty great learning here. So what we did was when they tap on the coupons, we automatically brighten the screen up so it's easier to scan on the point of sale system because sometimes the lighting is not right, you try to scan it, it does not work. So automatically as they tap on the coupons icon, it brightens the screen. Now, some of our customers who are very passionate did not like that feature at all. They were like, okay, you are just blinding me. Again, this is, the light that's available on your phone. So we basically maxed out on brightness, but they're like, you guys are blinding me. I don't like it. I hate it. Some customers actually liked it at the time. And then our team members loved it because it's easy for them to scan. We always listen to our customers. So what we did was we thought, okay, that's a good learning. The way we solved that problem was when customers come to the store, we have beacons placed in the store. And then we have GPS, we geofence the stores, as well as if they're connected to the Wi-Fi, we know they're in the store. So what happens is when they're in the store and they tap on the coupons icon, only then do we increase the brightness. When they're sitting at home and they're just like looking, they want to look at the coupons, we don't do the brightness thing at all. So once we did that, it kind of like, a lot of those complaints stopped and then customers were happy and our store's team members were also very happy. Then to make it easier for them, as we know that they are in the store, we want to surface the tools that are needed to shop in the store. For example, things like, hey, I want to search a product, or we want to scan an item, or I want to look at the store map to see where the aisles are, and then if I want to scan my rewards card, we bring those tools front and center. So it's convenient for them to shop in the store with this companion app. And then as part of that, we also send a message if they accept to receive those messages. We tell them, hey, welcome to Michael's store in this location. Kind of brings that personal touch. This is an example of visual search. So they can take a picture, and in real time, we go find products that are very similar to it. For example, in this case, there's this vase that has flowers in it. We find similar looking flowers that we sell at Michael's. On top of that, we also find projects. So if they were to do this decoration, we surface these projects where they can actually go in and say, okay, I want to create this floral arrangement. So we take them to the steps and they can also buy these products from us. So this is very unique to our use case, and we've not seen anybody else do this. Next one is, we build all these cool things for our customers. We always want to be listening to the customers, and the way we reach out to the customers is on different platforms. So we talk to them over our homepage, michaels.com. The social media are, we have a very passionate group of customers. So we have a lot of conversation there, emails, and app stores. As you can tell, we have about more than 100,000 ratings and reviews on the App Store. So a lot of the features and improvement that we do is a result of that direct feedback loop from the customers. And in today's world where customers expect a lot, taking Amazon and Walmart as the benchmark, we want to be very close to them, listening to them always, and also create meaningful products to offer to them. And then as this is an omni-channel app, we not only talk to them online on the digital platform, but we also talk to them in the stores. In the store, if you go, there's a lot of signage about, here's the app, download the app, and then our team members also engage with the customers. A lot of time we get feedback from the field saying that, hey, somebody came to the store and they were having a hard time pulling up something. So we take that as a feedback and make sure that we improve the app to close that loop with our customers. With that said, I'm going to give it up to Bill to talk about technology backend that enables all these things.
All right.
Bill.
Thank you. Well, thanks, Varun. I think the most telling stat there is 2.8 rating on iOS, 2.6 on Android. With I think on iOS you had 86,000 reviews at least. Mm-hmm. So amazing, and they probably have the lowest latency of responding to people that have App Store reviews to offer of anyone that I know. So it's a testament to the capabilities of Michaels in general. Can we go back to the presentation screen here? So I know that I am the only thing between you and lunch, so we're gonna try to do this kind of fast, but I'll focus in not on all these different subjects like starting fast or maximizing developer productivity, but really unconstrained innovation, right? The rest of it kind of goes as a standard operating procedure for us that have built the Kony Quantum platform. But by the way, my answer to the question that I think was asked about how long does it take to groom a citizen developer in the last session, that would be 0, right? With Kony Quantum, we're all about low code. We're all about turning anybody into an expert in terms of productivity and capabilities. But I'm going to focus again on unconstrained innovation. And from there, what we did was really package a lot of different capabilities within the Michaels application. So not only image recognition or barcode scanning, but also natural language processing, artificial intelligence in general, an amazing amount of wayfinding capability that integrate all through Kony Quantum Fabric that really makes it drop dead easy to really get a high performance experience to the mobile device. So if we look at, kind of the way the application looks in general, I'll just give you kind of a teaser of the application here. One big design point for us was really brand identification, right? And the ability to really create an exceptional user experience out of all the technology that we were laying into the application in general. So if we take that, one of the things that was very important to Michaels was wayfinding, right? The other was voice search. I think the early discussions we had on voice search was, how can we interpret the voice and plug it into the search bar, basically, right? That's where the conversation started, but we knew it had to go much deeper than that in terms of natural language processing. We knew that Michaels was a North American company, right? So, French-based natural language processing and also English was also very important. So wayfinding and product location was of fundamental importance. We knew it had to be high resolution. We knew it had to be extremely accurate. We knew that it had to be product aware so that when we built the capability for this wayfinding functionality within the application, we knew that we had to be able to plug product into it. We needed to be able to allow for pinch and zoom. We needed to have it be very, very highly performant, right? So it couldn't take seconds to render on the screen. So that's kind of some of the work that actually went into it. So what we did was we started simply enough, right? With how many stores?
1250.
1,250 AutoCAD representations of Michael's stores, right? 1,250 AutoCAD representations of Michael's stores. We did numerical transforms on those stores, right? So we delivered that in numeric form. We simply applied just a little bit of vector geometry, trigonometry, and calculus, right? So we had to think about when we actually went to college to do this, right? We took that and we combined it with a payload that was rooted in HTML5, CSS3, and JavaScript, with those JavaScript hooks that would actually hold the product location ID for the navigational page. And then we delivered that as a RESTful service all over Kony Quantum Fabric, and then ultimately onto the application, right? So you'll see a little bit about this in just a second when I kind of demo this and how it all works. Next up is chatbot, natural language processing, etc. If you're paying attention to press releases, I believe it was last week or the week before that we announced our AI Dev Kit. The AI Dev Kit is really a dev kit all around chatbots, how to incorporate natural language processing both from a chat perspective and a voice perspective, all within omnichannel applications, all even within low-code applications, and providing this, what we call seamless integration into all this. So if we kind of look at the flow here of how it happens with the Michaels app, you start with the application, you bring up the search capability via the microphone, right? That actually activates native speech kit and Android speech recognizer logic, depending on what platform you're on. We channel that through a bot, right? In this case, we call it a retail bot, but that our general purpose AI component can function with respect to any vertical market enterprise. We used natural language processing engine capabilities out of a particular AI kit, and then coupled that to a Quantum Fabric runtime. From the runtime, and all of this, if you kind of draw a circle around it like I did here, is our AI Dev Kit, right? That AI Dev Kit producing results both in the chat space, the interactive voice space, the hands-free voice space even for applications. Then we round-tripped, in the case of the Michaels app, to retail services and database functionality to find out what from that PID, that product ID, how do I map that particular product ID into a location within the store? How do I marry that all the way back to that vector geometry and all that numerical analysis that we did with AutoCAD? And then ultimately, how do I return all that Quantum Fabric data to the application where the application can ultimately process the data? There's no difference between what Michaels does and what we do with respect to any vertical, but as you can see below, what we've done is we have generalized it and made it almost agnostic, in fact, very agnostic toward any AI platform, right? So within our AI Dev Kit, you can use Wit, you can use Lewis, you can use Lex, you can use Dialogflow. You can have the freedom of moving between those. In fact, we had started with Lex, I think with you, and we came back 3 weeks later and we heard, we'd really like to switch to Wit, right? We switched in 4 hours to Wit, right? So the dev day was not even interrupted. So like I say, you use the same topology, use the same AI Dev Kit with respect to other industries as well. Industries like retail banking, like what I'm showing here, retail banking. The only thing that changes is the actual client application. Then also on to VPA type technology relative to Amazon Alexa, Google Home, Apple HomePod, Google Home, etc. So all of the topology, all of the architecture stays virtually the same. So if I just kind of show you how this looks within the application, I'll kind of have 4 or 5 different random but rapid fire scenarios here going on. And that is, for Michaels, it was important for us to have a kind of almost a conversational experience. And again, all of the animations that you see, those are all Kony native APIs and Kony native logic. If I say, what do you have in the way of paintbrushes? I expect it to bring me product, right? Now, depending on what I say, like what can I do with paintbrushes? That's really different, right? That's going to take me to projects, right? So if I say something like, where can I find paintbrushes in my store? That brings together in real time all that capability that I kind of mapped out all the way from AutoCAD all the way to the device itself. Then if I finally say, hey, where's the nearest Michaels store? I get all that, and I get all of the geolocation associated with it as well. So one thing that you probably didn't notice is that in the prior scenario where I said, where can I find paintbrushes, it's where can I find paintbrushes in my store, right? So just like Varun had talked about, we have the capability of favorite stores within the application, and then furthermore, the natural language processing capability is always there to make sure it's doing the right thing. So this kind of capability is done, like I said, in English and in French. And I think if we go back to the timeline, I'll let you tell me, how long did it take for us to deliver the POC on this?
It was a few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. It was.
Really
he's
fast.
giving us more credit. It was actually 3 weeks. Okay, so 3 weeks to deliver basically the complete functionality for everything that you see here from a natural language processing capability. The wayfinding was 1 week out of that. So quite a bit of recollecting, a little bit of math there. So that is, in a nutshell, that's kind of like the how it's made version of the Michaels app. So that's behind the scenes tour. But anything that you have is relative to questions about quantum, anything that you have relative to AI, natural language processing. I'll have a session tomorrow, 2 sessions tomorrow, one on advanced functionalities that will go beyond what you see here. That'll talk about augmented reality and how that is woven into our platform, and as well a session on security as well. So with that, I'll say, and I'll finish up, I guess, by saying, where are we going from here? We're certainly going with respect to our AI dev kit into the machine learning realm. We've already gone there. We're engineering that into low-code scenarios and have also engineered that into something that we call Kony IQ. Kony IQ, I'll give a demo on in my advanced technology session, which is relative to what John Reimer was talking about, is the implementation and integration of AI, natural language processing, et cetera, within our platform. So that, and I'll show you how to build an app and how to translate that app into 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 different languages, and how to build that app all within about 2 minutes. Okay? I think that's it for us. Thanks. And I think I'll be around after the session. Mike, we have a place next door. I know that we're competing with lunch, but
so I think we take a couple questions.
Okay,
if anybody
beautiful.
has questions.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
So, knowing how the Michaels stores, the merchandise does move around a little bit, how do you work with your local stores? Like, I'm from Vermont, we have a store up there. How do you actually get the updated location information from a store back to the main system? It seems like a monumental effort to keep your wayfinder information accurate.
Yeah, I think that's a very good question. Our stores, because our business is very, it depends on seasonality a lot. So like, this month we are very focused on fall that's coming up, then we'll have Halloween, then we'll have Christmas. So it changes very quickly. Every month we have new products coming and going out. So it was very important for us to make sure that not only do we build it up front, but also keep it updated. Because if the data is stale, then you're going to go to aisle A, whereas the product is in aisle B. So the way we tackle that is we have a central team that does planogram for across all of our chain. And what they do is, those maps go to the store and store rearrange based on those directions. And then this also feeds into our backend database that then feeds to Kony that updates the map, and then all of them have start dates and end dates. So whenever there's a change in planogram, that gets reflected across all channels now because of that tie-in with all our systems.
And at that point, an orchestration service runs on our end that updates all that HTML5, CSS3, JavaScript, all the PID points that get integrated into wayfinding and reflect dynamically into a database that holds that essentially blob and then delivers that in mobile-friendly format to the application in real time. Simple, right? Perfect. Simple.
So as Kony develops these capabilities for other customers, they become then part of your platform?
That's correct. It either is the case where we develop them up front, right? And then they become part of that. Sometimes it happens the other way around. Most of the time it happens that we're already going down the path of either wayfinding or AI techniques, NLP techniques, AR techniques, all of that. So we work to rapidly, obviously, get that into our system. So part of what you're seeing in the machine learning realm with respect to what we're doing with AI and NLP is also complementary going into things like the Engage product that we have for the human-to-human interaction. But instead of trying to come up with something that we respond directly back to a human from a machine perspective, we're using it to make the banker on the banker's end smarter in terms of investment strategies and real-time analysis and et cetera, so they can have a more meaningful conversation with the human being that might be on the other line.
Carrying on.